So, Byron, there was no football yesterday, none today. What on earth are we going to do at 4:30 this afternoon?
Withdrawals.
Going through withdrawal symptoms.
Jeez,
Just to remind everyone, this is the second half of the year we've passed, and thank goodness for the US markets. The Dow Jones down 10% in the last quarter. What's
and our
happening?
market down 6%.
Everyone's
Lots
just
of
so
negative
anxious.
sentiment.
Yeah, everyone's anxious.
Europe, China.
Europe, China, I think you're right, and liquidity levels of the banks specifically in the Eurozone, and perhaps the Chinese economy slowing, and that's a helicopter overhead.
But I thought they wanted the Chinese economy to slow. I thought it was going too fast and they were expecting a bubble.
They were expecting a bubble.
So what can
Depends
China
who you
do?
are. If you're Jim Chanos, there's a bubble brewing there and it's all going to fall apart and everyone's going to start crying. I think also a lot of people who are stuck in developed world sentiment kind of mindset at the moment and missing kind of the key picture,
That there's a shift.
That there is an economic shift. I mean, I view the wage negotiations and kind of rising wages in China as a positive because ultimately those people are net savers, right? So, they're going to save up. It's not like
but apparently a lot of the people in the middle tier income aren't getting any benefit from the wage increase.
And when you say middle tier, it's very different to what middle tier is from here.
$360 a month.
$360 a year, which is absolute peanuts. Yeah,
and that's middle tier.
And these are people who make Nike shoes. Is this right? Yeah. So, there are a lot of things to be concerned about, but on an absolute valuations basis, I saw that Eddie Elfenberg guy, the stock twits guy, he basically said stock markets have never looked so cheap in 20 years. So, depends as ever which side of the equation you're sitting on, but I think people are maybe a little bit too anxious at these levels and maybe lacking a little bit of patience, which is required because clearly, although we might be heading into a bit of a soft patch in the second part of the year, maybe things aren't as bad as they seem right now. Although I'm reminded that sentiment does play a key role in people's consumption habits. Like if I were to say to you, Byron, would you hire anyone as head of HR at Vestact? Would you be hiring anyone anytime
because
soon?
of what I see on the media.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, I'm not going to go buy that watch because I'm expecting
not to have a job. Yeah. Sorry about that, Byron. Over and out. Nice to chat to you again.